12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Four down.
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal, and I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Carr going to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Get down. 180.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Get set. 29.
From the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Back to throw, Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go. Double tight, guys, double tight. Come here. Hey. Monday, down. Blue 80.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Following the penalty, Lynch. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Down. 180.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Well, we turn our attention to the Rams here as the offense comes out. So many positive vibes around this club entering 2018. Their 3rd season back in L.A., a new stadium on the way. And coming off of last year, Charles, and you said this to me in the car on the way over, it's going to be interesting to see what this year brings.
That's because they will actually be the team that's hunted now, and they haven't been that for a long time, meaning they're sitting on top of the NFC West. Many people think they might be the team to beat in the NFC overall, even with the Eagles and the Vikings staring at them. So explosive on offense last year. Defense kept getting better. And in the offseason, the defense added cornerback Marcus Peters, added defensive tackle Ndamukong Suh, both Pro Bowlers. They think that they're ready right now to challenge for a Super Bowl, and they intend to go for it.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Value three. Go.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Marcus Gilchrist there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They start the drive with Lynch. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
To throw his car. He completes it to Bryant. On 3rd down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
First down, the run with Lynch. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Carr to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage. Especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dominic Easley in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you could kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball, and when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Like before, here we go. 17.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe. It's finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Value 3.
On 1st down, gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here we go. 76. Go. Harbaugh.
Goff on 3rd down. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. That connection with Jordy Nelson coming on the drag route.
Hard to believe that he was a walk-on.
Yeah, Kansas State.
It's so hard to believe that people missed entirely on him. But how about his ability to work and run any route you need? And that completion is evidence that it doesn't matter what you call, he's going to find a way to get open.
Walk on at Kansas State. Now the locker rooms are named after him there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Go, go. Get set, get set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Get set. Blue 80.
From the gun, Carr. He finds Roberts, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Down. Blue 80.
Operating from the gun, Carr. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. That time it was a drag route, and they were in man defensively. So if the quarterback has good protection, that's hard for a defender to hang on to, isn't it?
It is, because you're constantly chasing. And also those schemers on offense, what they're really good at doing is pushing routes deep, make sure that they're covered and respected, and then finding a mismatch underneath. Get your guy in a drag route, hopefully against a linebacker, a slower safety.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it, fumble, and the Rams have got it back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Justin Ellis in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
All right. Come on now. Hey, go down. 12.
Gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Start left here. Orange, orange.
Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
2 for 66. Set.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Goff on 1st down. Out left, he's got it to Everett. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Monday, down. Blue 80.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
DC.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And room there to work it inside the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
On first down, it's gone. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. From the gun on third down, Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Carr gives to Marshawn. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10, just shy of the 30. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
76.
On second and 10, Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Rams on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game. And they reacted poorly on that one.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now Goff on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Goff throwing again. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there. 26 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Goff dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Rams are in for 6. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Down!
Back to the ground. This time it's Martin, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. On 3rd down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. And even 40 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Down. 185. 808. Hey, 734. That's it.
To throw his Carr. And he finds Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carrier, his first ever touchdown in silver and black. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
They go play action here on 1st down. And Woods has it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, Gurley. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Handoff comes to Lynch. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Low. Down.
To throw again. Carr looking for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Martavis Bryant, 29 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On first down, gone. And almost intercepted. Second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Second and 10. Goff again. Right side complete. That's Woods. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just looking the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So out come the Raiders, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right, to be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Get down.
Carr now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nelson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. John Gruden's return to the sideline going swimmingly thus far as his Raiders have the lead and another 1st and 10.
Monday, down. You want it,
Here's a give to Lynch. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Down.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. Now the ball comes loose. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Get down. 185.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Yo, Chief. Down. 180.
On 1st down, Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Down. 180.
On the give, this is Lynch. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Now, ready?
They'll run it. Here's Martin. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Goff on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Goff finding Cooks on a big play, 46 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now Carr, able to get away. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Down. You ready?
On the handoff, Lynch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job And then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Get down, get down!
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. From midfield, here's Carr. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Bruce Irvin in there to get him for a loss of 5. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
4 down, check. Get set. Wide 80.
Getting the call, Lynch running left. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Play action. Now it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On third and long, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run again with Lynch. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Oakland, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
G go too fast. I don't need wear no seatbelt. Bad little got no upgrade. Now she got. How about the range on? Who is the baby? He going in. Man, these old rappers getting boring. They be taking shots, I ignore them. Send them to the hood while I'm touring. Making plays out of town like I'm Jordan. Need to go get your. Walk on my way, I'ma score it. Lamborghini, I don't want no Porsche. I'm on fire, don't touch me, I'm torching. Had the fish on my teeth, I went fortunate. Put the time on my back, I'm a horseman. One more year, I'ma make it a Forbes. They load me in the bay like he 40. I be sitting inside of the Moreland. Ain't no strings attached, keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it for it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go.
I spent the whole M on some clothes. Got up on this, I sold out the show. Gonna like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that white on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Still ain't got time with you. All of these my body, I got paid somebody keep checking my pose. Walking the club with no warning, take care of the money. They swing on the. Water on me like the sunny, I shine when it's sunny, this platinum and rose. Gonna out the street when I go to DC, I'ma see the mall.
Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go.
Crazy different city with some different. I can switch my the same way that I change my clothes. Man, it's crazy. I'm envelope. And you know I'm never lacking. Gotta do it, that's up in traffic. Water on my paddock. In automatic. I drink water when I'm fasting. Use a hat, on me and I can't have it. Boy, I'm far from average. Better wait your turn, better get in line.
Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another.
Tryna spend the whole M on some clothes. Got up on this, I sold out the show. Gonna like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that white on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Still ain't got time with you.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah.
Buddha
Yeah.
blesses me.
Yeah.
Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skid. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pockets lettuce. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, then sell it. Free mind. Cash amount, we bailing. Saw my teacher, I was the same student fella. Now I got a lawyer. Straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element. Out my element. My the same. Don't need no clout, no fame. No clout. Bought the game. All brand new chain. Ice, swerve the lane. Call the group the gang. Whip that thing. Whip it. This shit give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it. Bring the. Don't want no. They pull up with they. It's times 3. It's times 3. This how it go. Park $1 million at the. We gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs and rich like water, go to Cabo. Splash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Huncho on the call, gotta. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. Go for the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Ice the game. Had to ice the game. So much ice. Too much. Had to ice the lane. Freeze the dud. Freeze. Had to freeze the lane. Freeze. Camera phone. Turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up. Guess I'm homegrown. Well known. That is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came out froze. Ice. I put my heart inside, cause I was chose. I put my heart inside and only God knows. Yeah, the clinics, but that baby wipe this nose. I wipe this nose. What's a lick with till they explode? Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. All set. Break with the stars out. Not a boarded house. Get deported out. Moved out for a shout. Marvin the Martian. I'ma put your brain up for auction. Proceed with caution. Skeleton AP is frosted. I sit back and read the offense. Was it did it the faucets? Chanel bag is ostrich. Stay down, come up in the process. Private jet, yeah. The same diamond milk, yeah. I'ma keep the on welfare. The pink stone real. Bling bling blow, yeah. Mama got style, yeah. Chanel reptile player. On Mars, gotta get the grace of the God. 3 rock stars, nobody seeing the gang on guard. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the beam in the flex. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I got my... I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a... Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life and then the aping. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it's in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the... I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle, I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it's in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the... I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle,
Somebody call for the queen.
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly, they calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, big Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on me, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag, something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture.
You gotta picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Money goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new bay alert. Gonna be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like you. Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it.